What's good, everybody? Yes, your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Now, guys, this is a tough one. It's a controversial one. And not many people on the internet are going to want to touch this one. But I am definitely up for challenges. And let me just say this. We live in a different generation where jokes are trolling people. Can be a little bit insensitive. Now everybody is very, very sensitive about these things. You know, had this happened about 15 years ago, it wouldn't be as big as a deal. But in our current climate, you know, we have to be mindful as YouTubers, public people, of what we say, especially on social media. And this also goes to Camron. Now, everybody know about the Harlem-based rapper. You know, he was in Paid in Full, and he was associated with Harlem World, Dipset, people like that, right? Joel Santana, and Camron's a good MC. You know, he's been known for his antics. He made wearing pink popular. Back in the early 2000s. So salute to Cam, right? He had like a little cereal and all that stuff. But, Cam is 45. And like other rappers who have weighed in on the Megan Thee Stallion thing, so did Cam.
Wow.
Now we know that she was allegedly shot by Torey Lanez, which I don't care how much you think that Megan Thee Stallion is a thought, or Megan Thee Stallion is a hood rat. I have my own personal opinions. Nobody deserves to get shot. All right? Even if you make bad decisions on the guys you're dealing with. No woman, even if she likes Pookies and Ray Rays, deals with a guy so he can get shot. Okay? So, if you see here in this post that he reposted on Instagram, he says this: dating music! Torey Lanez saw that D and started shooting. I don't care what no one said.
Oh my God!
We'll stop the show right there. He isn't the only one that's trolling her. Drea trolled Megan Thee Stallion. But see, the thing about it is, people are offended that Camron is pretty much considering Megan Thee Stallion to be a man. All right? And this isn't the first time that I've heard people, say that she's very masculine. That she's very manly. She doesn't present like a woman. So it doesn't shock me that, people on the internet take it this far, right? We live in the age where people are saying a whole bunch of things. But what shocks me is that people are so overwhelmed, all right, by what Camron was saying. Now, even though it is very disrespectful and it's rude and it is sexist, right? And it does offend people in the LGBT community. But here's the issue that we want to talk about. Megan Thee Stallion, in her lyrics and what she talks about, the things that she talks about makes her sound very masculine. Like, there's a song called Savage, all right? Now, she says this: I'm the hood Mona Lisa, break a nigga into pieces. Had to X some cheesy niggas out of my circle like a pizza. I'm way too exclusive. I don't shop on Insta boutiques. All them little ass clothes, only fake booties. Bad B, still talking cash shit. We'll stop right there. We don't want to talk about anything else. But Megan Thee Stallion comes off like this, okay? So, if a woman comes off masculine, you're going to get some people like Camron who are going to take it way too far and say something inappropriate like what he said. Okay? Now, nobody deserves to be talked to like that. But I want to say this: if you don't want people coming for you, then don't put it out there as if you are a savage. Don't do that. And this is the problem that, a lot of ladies have, in this hip hop industry. If you're not what you are acting like, okay? Like, and let's just be honest, a lot of rappers, females, they're over sexualizing themselves. they're talking about how they play dudes, how they're sleeping with guys. Some chicks are getting tattoos like men. Then when you rap like a guy, and that was Megan Thee Stallion's thing, I rap better than a guy. Okay, then people start actually trying to come for you as if you're a man. They don't have any sympathy for you. But then when something really pops off, now all of a sudden you want to go back and be like, well, what you're saying about me is insensitive. I'm a woman, I'm a female. And I just want to tell people, a lot of times you're not going to have it both ways. Okay? You're not going to be able to portray yourself as a female thug and, somebody that really gets it in, or somebody that's a savage and you're a ratchet. I mean, you call yourself that. Then at the same time, you're going to want to be protected from people like Camron. And a lot of our women have to make that decision. Okay? Because the social justice people, they're going to come for Camron and they're going to, want him to apologize and, basically for what he's saying about her and all of these different things. And I get that. But at the same time, though, as much as we want to come around Camron, we have to really sit back and talk to black women in the industry about protecting your image. There's a certain way that, women can be, a good MCs and not talk like that. Look at Bahama, for example. Shout out to Bahamadia. All right? Bahamadia, one of the best female MCs of all time. Ain't got to do that. Okay? MC Light. Ain't got to do that. Okay? You don't have to do that. I know we're in a different era, but you can stand on your truth. Even to a certain situation, the Brat, Eve, they were a little bit at least more classy than that. As the generations keep going, they get worse. And at the same time, when you get caught off in some stuff that you rapping about, now you want to go back and be like, oh, wait a minute, I'm a woman now. It's not going to, a lot of people are not going to be able to take the gas off. And Megan Thee Stallion has to learn that. Femininity is in everything that you do. And the most important thing that a black woman can do by protecting her femininity, and it doesn't, her gender doesn't make her a feminine woman. Her presentation is what makes her a feminine woman. And it looks like what Megan Thee Stallion is looking at, she's looking for protection. She's looking for protection amongst the trolls, amongst people that feel sorry for her. Listen, your presentation is what makes a man or a community of people want to protect you. People have to respect you in order to protect you. What I'm seeing from Camron, he looks at Megan Thee Stallion, how she presents herself, and he said, I don't respect her. I don't respect her. She's not worth being respected. And let me tell you something. If a man does not feel that you can be respected, you get no protection. And without no respect, there is no protection. If a man don't respect you, he's not going to cape for you. He's not going to protect you. And that's something that people got to understand. How you come out and society views you, and black society views you, is going to be how people protect you. Now, let me just say this again. For brothers who agree about what Camron said. It's one thing to think it. It's another thing to say it. A lot of you brothers out there, I know you get in the comment section and stuff like that. Don't you post it on your Instagram or your Facebook. Some of y'all know y'all got jobs, y'all got good jobs. If they see it, you're getting fired. All right? Bottom line. It's one thing to agree with it. It's another thing to be stupid enough to go out there and post it. All right? You're in the digital age. Anything that you say, somebody gonna try to, and get offended. Look at all the people lost their job over the George Floyd thing. Especially a lot of white folks. So be careful, brothers, what's going on with that. All right? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again for another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Subscribe, hit the bell, and I really appreciate it. All right? And thank you so much. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. Check out my Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts and all of that. Peace out.